I have had an Arbonne business for 4.5 years. I was 23 years old when I started. I was working full-time at a busy bar downtown Toronto as I was trying to pursue my acting career, and I was working 4 or 5 nights a week.
I've owned an Arbonne business for just over 5 years. When I started my Arbonne business, I had no time and I had money, but not enough to do anything extra.
I've had my Arbonne business now for 5 years this June. When I first started Arbonne, my life was kind of crazy. I had a 2-year-old and a 2-week-old baby with colic. So I always joke and say that there was lots of crying in my house, most of it was mine. But I was just in a really, really busy place.
I've been in Arbonne for 5 years and 4 months. My life was crazy. I had a job where I worked 6 days a week from noon until midnight, and I had a 3-year-old son at home, and I still auditioned in the mornings whenever possible. It was really, really stressful time-wise. We were broke, we had no money, so we were really stressed financially. And when you're stressed both for time and money, you're not happy.
I've owned my Arbonne business for just over 6 years now. I had a very hectic life. I had 2 young kids. My daughter was 6, my son was 3. I had a husband who traveled extensively. I had a full-time job, and I was trying to figure out a way to fit all of this in.
I've had my Arbonne business now for 8.5 years. When I first started my Arbonne business, I had taken a break from my career as a CPA, financial auditor, and I was with my kids, Allison and Aiden, full-time. It was a very busy life. My husband traveled most of the time, and he was abroad in China, etc. And so I was kind of like being a single mom.
Okay, how long have we owned an Arbonne business? I started in October 2010, and then you started.
And I watched her for 6 months.
Yes, skeptically supportive. When I really understood what the business was, or I thought I did, when I heard the presentation, I was very excited. I ran home to Trevor and...
She was too excited for something that she couldn't
excited.
explain back to me.
No, I couldn't.
When I first heard about the business, to be honest, I wasn't really sure. I didn't get it. I didn't know why my sponsor, who also had a corporate career, was doing this. But that's what made me curious. I thought, well, if someone like that is involved in this sort of business, there's got to be something to it. And the more I heard about it, I got excited, but I was obviously scared and, unsure of myself. But I'm also someone who knows that when you don't risk anything, you don't gain anything.
For me, I knew, I'd come from this world of academia, and so it was so different. But when I did review the plan, what I saw was, if I help other people, I'm going to do well. And I really like helping other people. That's what I'm doing anyhow as a teacher.
I think we came in knowing that we could, create something massive. We just didn't know how, we didn't know where these people were gonna come from.
Yeah, we had no idea what we were doing. We were really bad at this.
Yeah.
We all start really
Super
bad.
Yeah.
In the beginning, you're nervous and you think it might not work, but you really need to ask yourself, what if this does work? What could this do for me? I started my business 4.5 years ago, and I'm now an executive national vice president working part-time from home.
What I love most about my life today, honestly, is the person that I've become. And it actually makes me choke up a little bit because, I've had some health challenges along the way, and I've had some personal challenges along the way. And I just wouldn't trade the experience with Arbonne and the personal growth, because I don't know if I would have been able to get through all of that without Arbonne and the Arbonne family that I have and my precious team. So I'm just so forever grateful.
I love that our lives are not about chance or winning a lottery anymore, because we really have learned that we get to drive our lives in whatever way we want to, right? And Arbonne is literally the vehicle to create whatever change you want in your life.
This business takes place 100% between your ears. And if you want this to work for you, it's gonna work for you. Follow the system to the letter and just jump in with both feet. Don't think it, don't overthink it, just do it.
Everybody will be working for a long time in their life, and why not start something for yourself or do something for yourself that's going to create an asset for you and your family rather than building someone else's dreams.
It's the best decision that I've ever made. So if you're thinking about starting an Arbonne business and you're apprehensive, just jump in.